Hello again, this is the second video in my series on race timing systems. This is intended for those involved with Australian ice racing, but can be used by anyone who wants to get some kind of timing system set up for athletics events, swimming, skating, whatever. The first video I'll put in the links, and it was concerned with a semi-automatic timing system. So there is a start signal sent out by a remote device to a computer, and then you need someone sitting at the computer to manually hit enter when a competitor crosses the finish line. This is a fully automatic timing system, so again a start signal is sent out by a remote device. Once again, it's just my old iPhone 3 here is the start device, and each of the skaters will be carrying around some kind of transmitting device. In this case it's an infrared signal. It's exactly the same as a television remote, for example, and that's what I'm using here to simulate the skaters. Each button on the remote sends out a different type of signal, and that corresponds to a different skater. So I'll show you the hardware you'll need. It's not very much, and then I'll show you how the program operates, and then if you'd like to use it, all you need to do is get in touch. So what will you need? You will need a Arduino Uno, or a Raspberry Pi would probably satisfy, but any kind of small programmable chipset will do. And then you just need a tiny breadboard and a little infrared detector. You can see mine here, and then 3 wires. The yellow wire here, that's the output wire from the infrared detector. And if you're using an Arduino, that goes straight into port 2. And then the other wires are just providing power to the infrared detector. So they are the only devices you will need, and then just a USB cable to hook it up to the computer. Okay, so once again, let's get the start device connected to the computer. It's all done wirelessly using SSH. Oops, not that. So then enter the password, which I have saved here. And that's it. Now we are connected to this computer over here. So then we're also in the right directory, so I can go straight to the race start program. This time it's called race start IR, the lowest option there in the menu. So just click that. There you go, Windows popped up, the start noise has sounded, and now we use this device, the little remote control. Each button on the remote represents a different skater, so I'll press the channel down button, and that'll be skater 1. I'll aim it at the device and just watch what happens on the screen. There we go, skater 1 has a lap of 25.9. If I press skater 1 again, it gives lap 2, and they're split. If I keep going, skater 1, you can see what happens. I can now move on to, let's say, channel plus, that'll be skater 3. Press them, that's their first lap. Second lap and split, third lap, so on. And I can keep going. I could keep pressing every single button on this device if I wanted, and get up to I think 21 different skaters, because there are 21 different signals sent by this device. But I'm happy with that. When you're done, you just press Ctrl+C twice, and then it'll ask you how many laps were completed for this distance. So there were 5 laps completed by each skater, so let's just go with 5. Hit enter, 5 laps, and there you go. The program says that the total time for skater 1 was 39.2 over 5 laps, skater 3 got 56.3, and then you get a list of their splits. Hit enter, and you're done. The window closes, and then what you'll have is you will have a bunch of files or at least some results will pop up in the folder where the race timing program is. It's just given with date and time, and it's just a replication of what you just saw on the screen there. So that is the automated timing system with the infrared signal. So now that you've seen how it works, the only thing left to do is to strap a little device like this remote control onto each competitor in a race, and just have one button held down permanently. Obviously it's impractical to strap a remote control, like a huge remote control, to every competitor in the race. So the challenge is then to just identify the circuit which activates button 1 or button 7 or whatever, and then just make a smaller version of that device, strap it to the skater somehow, and have it permanently on, so that every time they go around and pass the detector, it activates the signal. Hopefully I'll be able to do that in the next couple of weeks and show you a live demonstration of this application.